call in Happy Valley, session 1 of the Big Fives. You see it. The Michigan State Spartans won the regular season. In back-to-back years, they finished a perfect 9-0, the green and white holding the trophy. Today, session 2, 5 more teams: Illinois, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, and your hosts, the Penn State Nittany Lions. We'll take a look at the final results of session 1 from last night. Yes, Michigan State clinched the regular season title, but the Buckeyes in Minnesota with solid scores. And as we welcome you in alongside Olivia Karras, I'm Dean Linke. There is still a lot on the line today.
And we're looking at seeding for the Big Ten championships in a couple weeks. So while this competition is no longer about the regular season championship, it's really important to go out with a bang at the end of conference play.
Live 4-box as we will try and show you every single gymnast with our amazing Big Ten Network crew. Michigan starts on the vault, Maryland on the bars, Illinois on the beam, Penn State on the floor, and Iowa gets the bye. You get it, Olivia. There's 4 rotations, 5 teams. 1 team has to sit. And
the bye happens between balance beam and floor exercise, so we won't see Iowa this rotation, but they will start their meet on floor in the next rotation.
Michigan, 16th in the country on the vault, as we see Natalie Walsh talking to the talented Mia Towns. Illinois, 25th in the country on the beam. Towns, the graduate student from the state of Texas. Penn State will start on the floor, and the Maryland Terrapins, led by their 15-year head coach Brett Nelligan, will start on the bars. Up on the beam, Mia Towns for Illinois. It's Maddie Johnston, the senior, on the floor for Penn State. Johnston's career high 9.85, Towns 9.925.
Short there on the first opening skill for Maddie. A double pike. Looked like she just opened up a little early trying to get that stuck landing. And unfortunately took a step forward as Mia starts her beam routine. She's been a crucial leadoff performer for the Illini on this event. Arguably the most difficult spot in the entire meet to lead off balance beam, let alone start the competition on balance beam. Rock solid cart side aerial, cat leap to side aerial, as Maddie Johnston is working through her flow routine with those difficult jump combinations. Switch ring, tour jeté to a split full. Great job there by Mia. Her back handspring layout step out series, that is a required element for all athletes to connect to acrobatic series elements. And final pass there for Maddie, 1.5 to a front layout. Good job as the leadoff performer. She had a couple of little errors there that the judges will deduct for with that under rotation, as well as a little bit off on the jumps, but good work.
Maryland on the bars, Tasha Brozowski, career high 9.875, season high 9.825. She's from the state of North Carolina.
And a great finish there on balance beam from Mia Towns. Nearly stuck, wasn't quite stuck, but good job as their first performer of the day.
Here is Ava Jordan, the freshman from Indy, with a 9.85 career high.
Good job so far on bars from Tasha. And a full twisting Yurchenko there from Ava Jordan. Just short on the landing. Looks like she under-rotated there, so she did take the step as well as the under-rotation, as Tasha Brozowski there with a stuck landing. Love to see the Terps really getting it done early with those stuck landings on bars.
Well done by Tasha. Amelia Knight, the senior from the UK, with a 9.925 career high, 9.9 this season. And then Alyssa Kramer, the freshman from State College, stayed right there at home. She's got a career high of 9.875 on the floor for Penn State.
Big opening pass here for Alyssa. Front double full to a punch front. Such a difficult pass to execute perfectly. And very clean in the air, and the punch front was perfect height and distance. Well done. Good job on those jumps there. Really important for the athletes to take off and land in the same position on those twisting jumps, as the judges are looking for full 360-degree movement on jumps. Very cool mount from Amelia Knight called a candlestick mount. Super difficult, rated, I believe, a D element, which gives Amelia difficulty points towards her start value. So well done starting the routine with a difficult skill. Final pass for Alyssa. Combination pass, Rudy to a layout step out. Beautiful job. She has really adapted well into the flow of collegiate competition. It's been crucial for Penn State on floor exercise.
Yeah, you really do feel like Sarah Shire-Brown has Penn State close.
Nice job on that difficult series on balance beam, a side aerial to a back handspring.
So here is Victoria Gatzendorfer from Marvin, North Carolina, the transfer from Mizzou. 9.875 career high for Victoria.
Good work on her combination on uneven bars. A little bit of leg separation on the pack salto. As a reminder, our camera angle is a little bit different than what the judges see, so they may not have seen that, but it is something important to note. And a sky-high double tuck, just a little bit of a hop back, but no movement with the feet on the left from Amelia Knight. Those are two fantastic balance beam routines for the Illini.
Jenna Mulligan, second to go for Michigan on the vault, the junior from Florida with a career high of 9.85.
I saw Jenna drill this one in warm-up. She's only doing a full twisting Yurchenko today. Let's see if she can find the landing. Just that step backward. Couldn't quite get the perfect stick for a zero deduction landing.
Ava Piedrahita with a 9.9, the sophomore. Outstanding.
She is so much fun to watch. Really took the NCAA by storm last year in her freshman campaign and has wasted no time doing the same this season. Right there, that full twisting double tuck. So well done, really clean in the air.
Sierra Kondo on the right for Maryland. On the bars, the junior from Saratoga Springs with a career high of 9.925.
Opening up with her Jaeger release move. Oh, huge height. The amplitude on that release move was excellent. She just looked like she let go just a tad bit early, a little bit far away from the bar, which resulted in not being able to get her hands all the way over. Usually athletes have about 30 seconds to chalk back up and get back up on the apparatus. So see here, head coach Brett Nelligan helping her up to complete the routine.
Meanwhile, Ava's got to be feeling the love from the home crowd.
She should, and she deserves it. Beautiful front through to double tuck. Such a difficult pass to do at the end of the routine. Both landings there and the jumps, really beautiful. I didn't see much of a deduction in that routine. And Sierra Kondo finishing up very nicely with that stuck landing. Unfortunate fall there, so the Terps are looking to drop that score as 6 athletes compete, 5 scores count.
This is the talented Reina Gugino. She's had a perfect 10 on the vault, season high 9.9.
Reina has been great at landing this vault lately. Let's see if she can get it today. Well done. Beautiful work by Reina Gugino. She had some trouble there in the past, but not so far this season.
Here's Abby Miller, one of my faves, the senior from Rochester, Minnesota. Career high 9.925.
She has been incredible this season for the Illini. Head coach Natalie Walsh said that she has this electric style of leadership. She motivates the team. She calls the team up to do their best performances in times of need, and she's truly a team player.
And Natalie also did add the buns make a difference for her, right? She talked about it.
I guess so. I guess it's her signature look, you know?
Monty Herring the sophomore from New Jersey, on the floor for Penn State with a career high of 9.95.
Beautiful switch leap from Abby, just hitting that 180-degree mark. The judges are looking for athletes to show that 180-degree split. It's a requirement. Beautiful correction there. She was a little bit off on the front toss and completely minimized any deduction. Big opening pass here from Amani. Check this out. Double Arabian. Starts backwards, ends forwards. Looks like she did not step out of bounds, which is great. And Abby Miller finishing up that routine with a slight hop back. So not a perfectly stuck landing, but the routine on the balance beam was excellent.
Next to the bars, we go with Lindsay Batchelor, the freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, with a career high of 9.9. Brett Nelligan has recruited North Carolina well over the last several years.
Oh no. Another fall on bars for the Terps, which unfortunately means they will be counting a score that contains a fall. Very uncharacteristic for them. Normally bars is one of their secret weapons. It looks like they're just a little shaken up to start this heat. Great work there on floor from Amani Herring. Beautiful combination pass. And she is a performer, especially in front of this alumni crowd, home crowd at Rec Hall.
Brett Nelligan telling us this team's been a joy to coach. Incredible work ethic and attitude, relentless in the gym. Obviously disappointed with the 2 falls. Gabby Wilson, she's had a 10 on the vault before. The senior from Ypsilanti with a master's in public policy. You're looking at somebody that could be the future president of the United States.
Another Yurchenko 1.5 here. Good job by Gabby, landing very square on the mat. Did take 1 step to the right a little bit, so the judges will deduct for the step, but the vault was so clean and had a lot of amplitude.
Caitlin Ewald on the beam for Illinois, the senior from Indiana with a 9.85 career high and season high this year. 3 9.8s in a row for Illinois.
Ewald could be the one to break the 9.8 curse that's happening here. She is one of the most unique balance beam workers. I don't think she receives enough recognition for her work on beam. So difficult, 1 arm back handspring connected to another back handspring. Don't see that combination frequently.
Penn State on the floor right now. It's Kalia McElligott, the freshman from New York, with a career high 9.9.
Switch leap to a layout step out. Good job fixing that correction. She was a little bit off with her shoulders on the layout step out and brought it back to the center. That's great work. A big opening pass from Kalia. Just a little bit of a bounce back, so the judges will slightly deduct for that. Difficult jump combination for Caitlin. Just shy of 180 degrees, so the judges will likely take a very minimal deduction on that. And a really unique Rudy dismount with a stuck landing, bringing back the stick energy over there on balance beam. Really well done. Good job on floor from Kalia. A little shuffle with the feet on the landing, but working through it well.
Alexa Rothenbischer, the senior from Fairfax, Virginia, with a career high, season high 9.825 on the bars for Maryland. They need a massive score as they've had 2 falls.
Alexa working through this routine, short on that final handstand. Let's see if she can get the stuck landing. And just, a little short. It looks like Maryland's been off on this uneven bars rotation. There are 4 events, so they have the opportunity on the other 3 events to make up for it, but a bummer as bars is really one of their events where they shine.
Sierra Brooks has had a 10 on the vault. Her season high is 9.975.
Sierra can drill this vault. Let's see if she can get the landing today. And a hop backward, so a little bit of an under rotation for Brooks, which will be a deduction for the rotation as well as the hop. So not as strong over on vault for Michigan as they're used to. but still putting up some difficult vaults and executing them well in the air. It's all about the landing.
Rutu Nataraj, the junior from Wallingford, Connecticut, 9.925, career high, season high, 9.9.
Rutu is one of my favorite athletes on Illinois' team. She has so much passion for the sport of gymnastics.
So Olivia, Natalie Walsh said that Illinois on the beam, they're solid and sassy. Their performances and eye contact will draw you in.
I completely agree with that, specifically starting out with Mia Towns, who just performs balance beam. She doesn't do beam, she performs. And then you have someone like Rutu with a completely different style, but still very engaging.
Isabella Salcedo on the floor for Penn State. Definitely one of the fan favorites.
Talk about facial expressions. She is the queen of the facial expressions, and she can tumble as well. That double front opening pass is so difficult, and she performed it like she was just walking. I mean, incredible work.
9.95 career high for Salcedo.
So far, so good on balance beam for Rutu. The smallest little balance check after her front aerial, but the rest of the routine has really been solid. See if she can get a stuck landing here and perhaps break into that 9.9 barrier. There we go. Beautiful work, showing that control on the landing. All athletes need to show 1 second of control when they land and put their heels together for a zero deduction landing.
Rhea LeBlanc with a career and season high of 9.9, the anchor for Brett Nelligan.
And beautiful technique on floor from Bella Salcedo. 3 skills in a row with the final one rising. Such good work. Speaking of good work, so far so good here on even bars from Rhea.
Handstand was on point.
Handstand was excellent. Let's see if she can hit this one as well. There we go. Nice job. And a stick here would be, I think, Brett would really like a stick. Oh, just that small step forward. Looks like she let go early from on that dismount, which results in the under rotation.
Carly Ballman gets a chance on the vault.
I'm loving this. I am loving seeing seniors stepping up into the lineup on an event they haven't competed so far in their career. Not to mention an upgraded vault, a Yurchenko tucked 1.5. I actually texted Bev yesterday and said, what vault are we going to see from Carly? The full or the 1.5? And she said, I don't know. Let's see how she warms up. And I like that risk that they're taking here. They know they need to make it into that evening session. That's the goal at this point. But I like the risk that they're taking. Well done.
Now we see the elegance of Mia Takakawa, the graduate student from Sacramento. She's had a 10 on the beam before, season high of 9.95. We've been lucky to have this great seat to see Mia Takakawa for so long.
And talk about eye contact and performance. Another athlete who just has comfort up on balance beam. You can tell that she enjoys competing beam. Good save. We had quite a great angle there of that series. She just looked like she was off on the first skill, and the veteran she is figured out how to minimize that deduction as much as humanly possible. Unfortunately, the judges still will take something, but well done. Gorgeous connection, switch leap into a gainer layout. Makes it look so unbelievably easy. Just the dismount here, back handspring into a gainer full. Well done. That bobble early on in the routine was a little uncharacteristic for her, but the rest was exactly what we are used to seeing from Mia Takakawa. She's so good at getting rid of the emotions after a wobble like she had and just staying in the moment and doing the best she can for the remainder of the routine.
Out of blue and white for Penn State. They've got the early lead, 49.35, but with a new season high for Michigan on the vault, the junior Reina Gugino with a 9.95. We're back with rotation number 2. Big Ten Plus delivers thousands of non-televised live events, access to next-day on-demand replays, multi-view to watch up to 4 games at once, and a 24/7 channel for your favorite school. There's no Plus like home. Subscribe and stream for as low as $9.95 a month at BigTenPlus.com. Rotation number 1 in the books. The Iowa Hawkeyes will be a part of rotation 2, but we'll start with Michigan on the vault. Reina Gugino with a season high.
Kudos to Reina for that lovely vault. I also love seeing her a little bit later in that lineup. And big props to Carly Bauman for going out there and competing. She did the full in exhibition last week. To do the tucked 1.5, more difficulty. Didn't go the way she wanted, but I love to see that difficulty there.
Maryland's got to shake it off.
Unfortunately, they have 2 falls in the 8s, and 8-8 they are counting, so that's going to hurt them moving on in the meet, but balance beam is a place they shine, so they can turn things around over there.
Rutu returned solid on the beam.
Excellent work by Rutu Nataraj, and really it was 9.8 central over on balance beam, really consistent from the Illini, but they are going on a bye now, so take a break before they hit floor and really come out with a bang.
Salcedo always ready.
Oh, just so incredible. And Penn State starting on floor, I love that for them in front of their home crowd. I think now they got to go to vault, really find those landings and keep themselves in this competition.
Olivia, let's talk about what judges look for. We'll start with the vault.
There's a lot happening on vault, but the most important things to look for is the execution, the amplitude of the vault, the pointed toes, straight legs, the height and the distance, how high the athlete goes on the vault and how far from the vault table, and the landing. You want the athletes to land, not move their feet, their body, or their arms. And as a note, you will see those lines on vault. That's not a deduction to step out of there. It's just for the judge's reference. Uneven bars, there's a lot happening over there as well, but the most important things are your handstands. Are you perfectly on top of the bar? Judges are looking for that. Release moves, athletes will let go of the bar and catch again. We're looking for the execution in those releases as well as the height. And the stuck dismount, I said it before, you gotta keep your feet static when you land and not move them. Balance beam is the event that a lot of people consider the make or break event, and that's because it is 4 inches wide, but the judges are looking for each athlete to hit 180-degree split. They do an acro series, 2 acrobatic elements connected together to fulfill that requirement. Difficulty and connections, how hard are the skills and how many things can they connect? And again, that stuck landing, can you finish off with no deductions at the end of the routine? Floor exercise is the party, and the judges like it that way. They're looking for a controlled lunge out of the tumbling. If you're tumbling backward, you can lunge backwards. If you're tumbling forward, you can lunge forwards. Height and amplitude, same thing. How high are you tumbling and how much amplitude do you have? And that 180-degree split on any of the split elements. Plus, it's fun. We like to see dancing and performance.
Fantastic. One thing that's not fun, deductions, but we need to understand it.
Deductions are subjective, as each judge has a different way of seeing things, but some deductions you can keep your eyes out for are just the generic execution. Flexed feet, bent legs, can be up to about 3/10 for bent legs. When you have an insufficient split, we talk about that 180 degrees, can be up to about 2/10 there. Any wobbles on balance beam, depending on the size, can give you deductions. A fall is a flat 5/10 deduction, and then over here on floor exercise, if you step out of bounds, regardless of if it's a toe or both feet, that is a flat 1/10 deduction.
There's Sarah Shire Brown, an outstanding gymnast at Mizzou, was part of the USA program, spent some time with Bev Plotke, then went to Eastern Michigan when Penn State was looking for a coach. Bev Plotke gave her 2 thumbs up, and I feel like Sarah Shire Brown is starting to settle in at Penn State.
I mean, she's had to take the program and do a complete 180, so there's been a lot of building and upwards momentum for her. I think this team is really getting it. They're putting together great gymnastics. They're finding their strides, and the recruits coming in have been fits culturally as well as athletically. And I love to see that for Sarah. And I love that they're hosting this event, seeing that they have these new leotards celebrating 60 years of Nittany Lion gymnastics is so incredible, and kudos to all the women that came before this team now.
And Larissa Libby's Iowa Hawkeyes will get things started. Elise Karenbauer with a 9.9 career high for the freshman. Emma Silverman will go on the beam with a 9.875 career high.
Front through to double tuck there for Elise. Good job staying in bounds. She was dangerously close to that white line, but managed to avoid the flat 1/10 deduction. Good job. And can I just say, these leotards are excellent by Iowa. Bravo.
Olivia, we also need to send our best to Adeline Kenlin, who suffered a season-ending injury. She was the heart and soul of the team.
And she still is. We will miss seeing her on the competition floor, but I have no doubt in my mind she is screaming as loud as she possibly can right now.
Emma Silberman, Maryland. They need to shake off what happened on the bars and try to get it done on the beam. That is not exactly the easiest task.
But Emma is one of those athletes who can really help with that. We're used to seeing her on more events, just competing on beam this evening as she's recovering from a couple of injuries, but a great triple series, so difficult. 2 back handsprings into a layout step out, a little bit of a soft knee in the layout, as Elise Karenbauer with that huge double pike, a little bit of backward momentum there, which resulted in her movement that wasn't perfect on the lunge. The judges may deduct ever so slightly, but what a clutch leadoff performance for the Hawks.
Elise Karenbauer, Grover City Area High School.
Round off 1.5, a little hop there, but Emma Silberman absolutely setting the tone here for this Terps beam lineup.
JC Vore, the sophomore from Fishers, Indiana, 9.925 career high, 9.875 season high.
Good amplitude on her Tkachev. She was a little over on that first handstand. You saw her make an adjustment and shy of handstand there on the bail. See if she can bring it back here on the high bar. Nice work on that handstand, and a stuck dismount here would help things. Good job by JC. A little shaky in the beginning of that routine, but she found her groove in the second half. Well done.
Are you giving her the stuck landing?
I will give her the stuck landing. She held for 1 second. That's what the judges are looking for.
I agree. Well done. JC Vore was the Big Ten Specialist of the Week. February 15, 22. We go back to the floor. Hannah Castillo with a 9.925 career high, 9.875 season high for the sophomore from Boca Raton, Florida.
And one of my all-time favorite floor routines. She is an absolute performer. It might not be as smiley and clap along as we're used to, but the absolute intensity of this routine is to die for.
So Penn State, Jessica Johansson. Lineup change for the Nittany Lions, ready to go on the ball.
Beautiful first pass there from Hannah. Full twisting Yurchenko there from Jessie. Just a big hop back. Couldn't quite find that landing, but good work stepping into the lineup and delivering when they need it. Nice job on the jumps from Hannah.
Layla Hammer, the freshman from Aurora, Illinois, 9.825 up on the beam for the Terps.
Beautiful work there from Hannah Castillo with that double pike, the smallest little check on the landing, but again, the performance quality of these Hawkeye routines are just excellent. Good opening skill there from Layla. Her series brings it right back with a difficult front toss in the pike position.
Gabby Wilson on the bars, the senior superstar. 9.95 career high, 9.9 season high.
Beautiful cat leap to a switch half from Layla. Good job by Gabby so far. A little bit over on that handstand after the Jaeger. She has so much power on that release move that it's really hard to find the perfect handstand after the counter swing, but good handstand right there at the end, and just the dismount. Beautiful stuck landing, holding for 1 second there. That is 2 stuck landings for the Wolverines on bars. And a great balance beam routine from Layla Hammer over on beam for the Terps.
Gabby Wilson, a 4-time All-American and 4-time first-team All-Big Ten. Maddie Johnston next to go for Penn State, the senior from Boyd's, Maryland, with a career high of 9.875.
Another full twisting Yurchenko here. Let's see if Maddie can get the landing. Good job. Definitely not a perfect stick, but the minimize of deductions was great. She really knew she had to stay tight in her body position on the landing, found that, and good job.
Guess what? She just set a new career high for herself with a 9-9.
Yeah, there we go. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she did stick it. I didn't see the I couldn't have the perfect view, but well done and very, very well deserved.
Halen Zabrowski, a freshman from Parkland, Florida, 9.825. What can you tell us about Miss Zabrowski?
Bev is really excited about her stepping into this lineup with all upperclassmen, so that is a tall task. Good work there so far. A little off on that handstand half turn. Nice job on the handstand. A little shy there. Just a couple of deductions overall and a big deduction there with that over rotation, a step backwards. So that routine will likely not score as high as the Wolverines would like. Just a few errors that the judges will not miss.
Back to the floor and the Hawkeyes as Ava Volpe, the freshman, with a 9.875. I know you're a big fan of Miss Volpe.
She is awesome. She's really figured it out in her freshman campaign. Hasn't taken any time to just jump right in. That first pass connection into the Rudy, so well done.
Natalie Martin, the freshman from Westerville, Ohio, on the beam, 9.875. Best score.
Loving this freshman side-by-side here. Don't see that very often, and I'm super here for it. Beautiful jumps for Ava. Ooh. And off there from Natalie. She actually has not scored below a 9.85 on balance beam this season. Unfortunately, this might be the first time that happens, but as a freshman to have that type of consistency is very impressive. Final pass for Ava, double pike. Just didn't get the height she normally does, landed a little short there. Her chest was down, which resulted in the under rotation. But we will see her across the board today, so it's nice to get our first look. And a stuck landing from Natalie Martin, not the routine she was looking for, but managed to stay on the apparatus, which is well done.
So the Michigan Wolverines, they are 11th in the country on the bars, as you also take a look at Kalia McElligott getting ready for Penn State on the vault.
Beautiful combination from senior Carly Bauman on bars, and Kalia McElligott with a stuck landing. That is two. I'm pretty sure Maddie stuck before, and I need to get my eyes checked clearly. But two stuck landings for Penn State, exactly what I was hoping for from them. Just the slightest bit of a pike down on vault, but great work.
Big time entertainer now for Iowa, Karina Munoz. She is from New Jersey, grew up right around Piscataway, but wanted to go far enough away from home to create her own experience with Larissa Libby. She loves being a Hawkeye.
And she is just party in a woman. I mean, complete fun, sky-high tumbling, as you just saw there with that connection pass, and she's so good at feeling the music and the vibe and figuring out how to portray that. It's just excellent work.
I have to go back to what I mentioned to you before. Last year at the press conference, everybody put forward their senior superstars. Iowa put forward the freshman at the time, Munoz. She crushed it.
I love that. I think she is just such a well-spoken athlete and really represents the team well.
Victoria Gatzendorfer, career high 9.875 for Maryland. She's a junior from Marvin, North Carolina, went to Weddington High School.
Opening up with a triple series here, back handspring, layout, step out. Little bit off, but good job of keeping things moving there. That was very impressive. A double pike from Karina, a little bit under-rotated again, just like Ava before her. So well executed in the air, just looked like she was trying to open up early for that stick, but a great routine.
Remember, Illinois on the bye this rotation, the second rotation.
Victoria working through this routine. A little off there on the switch leap and the split jump, but she kept her arms moving, which is what the judges are looking for.
Sierra Brooks, the anchor for Bev Plotke, who is in her 35th year. Sierra Brooks, the senior from Plainfield, Illinois, 9.975 career high.
Gorgeous first handstand from Sierra and a stuck landing there from Victoria on a shaky routine, but the stuck landing is very impressive. Beautiful work on that bail handstand. Sierra just checking off boxes here on each skill. Lovely final handstand. And a big dismount, full twisting double layout. Don't see that very often. In the smallest little hop, not a perfect stick, but she is just icy on that event.
Isabella Salcedo, the junior from Arlington, Texas, with her career high of 9.875.
A different vault here, a half on front pike, and it looks like her hand slipped. She unfortunately didn't get her right hand all the way on the vault. Scary, but thankfully it looks like she's totally okay, landed very safely, but that could have been bad.
They'll drop her score of a 9.475. Penn State has had some solid scores on the vault. Emily Erb, a sophomore from New Jersey, she has already scored a career high of 9.95. As you see Munoz with the 9.875 to match Castillo.
And so impressive from Emily. This is her first year in the floor lineup, and she has just totally taken it by storm. Opening pass here, double pike. Well done on that landing. Good controlled lunge as Farrah Lipitz starts things off on the left for the Wolverines. Beautiful ray, so much amplitude.
Lipitz, a freshman from Northport, New York.
Oh, gosh. I don't really know what happened there. It looks like her hand just slipped after the half turn, and an unfortunate fall from freshman Farrah Lipitz in this uneven bars rotation. Kudos to her for getting back up there and finishing things off with a nearly stuck, not perfectly stuck, double layout. Looks like she did take a step there.
Madeline Komorowski, fifth up for Maryland on the beam. She's a sophomore from Pennsylvania with a career high of 9.9.
And a stuck final pass there from Emily Erb. Really difficult to do at the end of the routine combination pass. And she has just been clutch for the Hawkeyes on floor. Stunning balance beam work here from Maddie. One arm back handspring into a layout step out.
Monty Herring, fifth to go for Penn State as they shuffled their lineup. 9.825 career high.
Big vault here from Amani. Yurchenko fall to a stuck landing. I don't know what's in the water over there in Happy Valley, but looks like she just hit her teammate in the face. She was so excited, but on alumni night on the Big Fives, Amani Herring is just, wow.
Career high, 9.9.
It better be. I was about to say, it better be. Bravo on vault for the Nittany Lions.
Bailey Libby, the talented sophomore and daughter to the head coach Larissa Libby, with a career high of 9.9. She is so elegant on the floor.
The step there on that dismount from Maddie, which is unfortunate. The rest of the routine was absolutely stunning. She is one of those people you should keep your eyes out for a balance beam title at the Big Ten Championship.
Eva Piedrahita with a 9.95 career high, season high 9.9.
Ava is so good at finding the landing on this vault. A half on, front pike, a hop forward, but the execution on that vault is just perfect. I mean, she glues her legs together. Beautiful form. As Bailey Libby working through this routine, a little under-rotated on that final pass, but I do love seeing her in the anchor roll. She is the full package on floor. She can tumble, she can dance, the leaps are excellent. Beautiful start to the routine from Josephine Kogler.
Junior from New York to St. Anthony's, which has produced a ton of great athletes.
Another triple series, 2 back handsprings into a layout step out. She did fall on that last week, and this week she came back with a vengeance.
9.925 career high for Josephine.
Final pass for Bailey, a Rudy there. Good job on that landing. That middle pass, unfortunately, was just under-rotated, which is very unlike her, but again, it is sports. Anything can happen. Beautiful 180-degree leaps from Josephine Kogler. Be really nice to get rid of one of those 9.65s. And that should certainly do it. Stuck landing, holding the 1 second landing position. Josephine Kogler is one of those balance beam athletes I thoroughly look forward to having the pleasure of calling her routines.
I feel like the bye will come at the right time for Brett Nelligan and Maryland. He'll rally the troops and get them right back in control. Second rotation in the books, session 2 of the Big Fives. Erb getting it done on the floor for Iowa. Amani Herring on the ball for Penn State. And Brooks for Michigan. Rotation number 3 when we return. Gymnastics on the Big Ten Network is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And the focus of our State Farm State of Success. Michigan has had the ability over the years to rattle off 10s, sometimes in sequential order.
It has been so incredible to watch these 3 athletes and their perfect 10 journey. Sierra Brooks receiving a perfect 10 again this season on floor exercise. Well done by her. And talk about floor exercise 10s, Gabby Wilson with back-to-back perfect 10s on floor exercise. She has really found her groove on that event this season, putting her all out there in the performance as well as the tumbling and the jumps. And Reina Gugino, don't count her out. Saw that 9.95 vault today. She has received a 10 once before when the Wolverines went lights out in Piscataway back in 2022. Reina Gugino with an excellent vault performance today, backing up her work on vault.
Take a look at Penn State. You see Maddie Johnston and Amani Herring both with 9.9s.
I am so impressed by Penn State on vault, really finding those landing. That's exactly what I said I was hoping from them. And Maddie Johnston and Amani Herring with those 2 9.9s. You can't not talk about Ava Piedrahita. Her vault is so beautiful. Just that hop forward, but she has been lights out on the event this season.
Sierra Brooks, number 17 in the country for a reason, with a 9.95.
That Carly Bauman, Sierra Brooks back-to-back is really excellent. Not to mention the 2 9.9s early in the lineup from Voren Wilson. Zabrowski and Lippitz, unfortunately the underclassmen just not figuring it out there on bars today. A couple of funky bar routines for the Wolverines, but looking to go over to balance beam and really bring things back.
Good time for a break right now for Maryland.
I completely agree. I will say that Komorowski and Kogler there at the end, they are 2 of the most elegant and strong balance beam workers. They just seem a little shaky today for Maryland. I'm liking that they have the bye now. They can go into the locker room, take a couple deep breaths, and then come back out, hit the leg events on floor and vault, and finish this meet strong.
Mad props for Emily Erb and Iowa.
Emily Erb has stepped up so much this season. That floor routine is just getting better week over week, not to mention the great work from Hannah Castillo there, that 9.875. Same with Munoz, but Castillo just putting on an absolute performance clinic with that work.
Larissa Libby, 24 seasons overall at Iowa, 20 as the head coach. She was brilliant as a gymnast for LSU, brilliant as a gymnast for Canada, and has spent a lot of time in Iowa City, where really you think about athletics for Iowa. She has been solid. We are getting close to the Big Ten Championships, which will be in Michigan State, And after that, they will name all of the top gymnasts and the coach of the year. And we're going to put the pressure on Olivia Karras to make some predictions, Olivia, and you're usually spot on.
I thrive under pressure. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Sierra Brooks has really just had quite a season. I think with the amount of work she's done this year, it would be crazy if she wasn't the gymnast of the year. So that's my prediction. Ava Volpe has been clutch for the Hawks since she got on campus through to this point of the season. She has been crucial to their success, so certainly a candidate for freshman of the year. And it's a coin toss for me on coach of the year. Mike Rowe with that win last night, so well deserved. The big win going 198 plus at Michigan for Michigan State was so huge for them. But Meredith Polasevic's Buckeyes have really put themselves in a position to fight for a Big Ten championship this year. I truly think the competition in East Lansing is going to be a dogfight. So you could flip a coin for them, for me, with the coach of the year. But those are my predictions going into it. I'm excited to see what ends up happening.
I like that diplomatic choice because Meredith Polasevic with Vetter, Harris, and Hodges, they're going to make some noise.
I think yesterday, they had a little bit of a slow beam rotation. They came back and kept the meet tight, even with not breaking 49 on balance beam. And so they certainly have not put together a full meet, and the time to do it would be in East Lansing.
Final warm-ups, final seconds here. Now Maryland will have the bye on third rotation. Iowa on the vault, Penn State on the bars. We'll start with Michigan on the beam on the left side, Illinois on the floor. Jenna Mulligan, a junior from Florida with a career high, season high of 9.9. Meanwhile, Illinois, Ariel Ward, the sophomore from Frisco, Texas, with a 9.875. It's worth mentioning that Michigan, nationally, 8th in the country on the beam.
Jenna has really stepped up and found her groove in this leadoff performance position. She didn't really compete much last season, a couple times on vault and floor, but this year has been a constant in 3 lineups, really making her position as being a crucial member of this team, specifically in the leadoff on balance beam. And Ariel Ward has come back from an injury and been so impressive for the Illini this season. Coach Natalie Walsh does not have enough positive things to say about her, but she does say that she is an absolute leader, has really found her voice on this team as well as on the competition floor.
Third rotation underway, reminding you that with the byes, with 4 rotations, 5 teams, Michigan and Penn State, the only 2 teams that have done everything. Well, Maryland has as well, but Michigan leads Penn State by a narrow margin through 2 rotations.
Stunning height on those leaps by Ariel Ward. My gosh, beautiful work. Jenna Mulligan here, supposed to connect that front aerial to a back handspring, but has the back handspring layout step out her back pocket to use. Well done there.
Mulligan, a movement science major.
Huge double tuck by Ariel Ward on floor. Perfect control on the lunge backward. I can see why she is one of those athletes that Coach Natalie Walsh really looks to keep the team moving.
Ward having some fun on the floor.
Dismount here from Jenna Mulligan. Back handspring, tuck 1.5. So she had that wobble early on, had to think on her feet. Trained that second series to have in that instance and uses it and nails it. Well done.
Jessica Johansson first up on the bars for Penn State. 9.85 career high, season high 9.775. She's a junior from West Hartford, Connecticut.
Opening combination here, toe handstand to Tkachev, lacking a little bit of amplitude on that release move.
Avery Chambers will get things started on the vault for Iowa.
Avery has major power on this event, just needs to rein it in for that landing. Good job. That's actually the best I've seen her control that landing this season. Really good work. And speaking of good work, Jessie Johansson with the stuck double layout. If they can really find these sticks on bars, they could be dangerous.
Abby Miller, Illinois floor, second up, 9.95 career high for the senior from Rochester, Minnesota.
Abby has just had a breakout season across the board, a leader both in and out of the gym. Head coach Natalie Walsh saying that she has this electric style of leadership. She just motivates everyone in and out of the gym.
Just saw her teammate Ward tie her career high of 9.875.
Very well deserved. Beautiful job there on that difficult first pass, front through to a double tuck. Now she really gets to perform and have some fun in this routine.
Reina Gugino, 9.875 career high on the beam for the Michigan Wolverines.
Beautiful amplitude on the back handspring layout step up from Reina, and a great final pass by Abby Miller. Front lay to a front full. Little off there on her jumps. I think she thought on her feet and added in another jump there to minimize any potential landing deductions. Talk about a veteran move. Nice side summy from Reina Gugino. She looked like she was a little bit off and found that tight body position to minimize deductions.
Maddie Johnston, second to go on the bars for Sarah Shire Brown, 9.9 career high.
And a stuck landing. Sorry, Dean, I'm cutting you off from Reina Gugino. Might be the best beam routine I've seen her do in her college career. Blindfold double tuck to a stuck landing, back-to-back sticks on bars from Penn State. They have the stick bug. Let's keep it going over there.
Hannah Castillo for Iowa.
Yurchenko full. Oh, under-rotated, unfortunately. Looks like she just piked down a bit, but really tried to get that landing and took that step forward. So that is a deduction for the under-rotation as well as the step.
She'll get a 9.75. Kalia McElligott, the freshman from New York, with a 9.825 career high, third up for Penn State.
Good first handstand, really settling into this routine. Nice job working through that. A little bit of leg separation on the pack salto. As a reminder, we're in a different angle than the judges, so we're not seeing exactly what they see, but important there. Short on that final handstand, but let's see if she can get the stuck landing. Looks like she pinged off a little bit. That means that she just let go of the bar a tad bit early. She didn't get that usual height on the dismount, which resulted in the under rotation.
Third up for Iowa, Gianna Masilla, the sophomore from Palm Harbor, Florida, 9.9 career high.
Another full twisting Yurchenko here. Gianna has been working on that landing position. Good job there. Just a little bit reactive on the mat. She didn't quite let herself settle in before hopping, but good job.
Gabby Wilson on the beam for Michigan, 9.975 career high. Aaliyah Byrne on the floor for Illinois, 9.875 career high.
Gorgeous 2.5 twists to a punch front from Aaliyah Byrne. Really well done. And that amplitude on Gabby Wilson's series is something important to note. Good job on those two standing switch leaps. She's missing a little bit of the initial leg lift on the switch. Has to show 45 degrees with the first leg before switching into the 180-degree split. So the judges should keep their eyes out for that. Dismount for Gabby, really difficult double tuck. And I believe that was a stuck landing. I couldn't quite see the feet there, but good job working through that routine by Gabby Wilson, and a little under-rotated here from Aaliyah Byrne on her last pass, which was a double pike.
So Byrne finishing up for Illinois. Miller, by the way, with a 9.65. Ward had a 9.875 for Illinois. We go back to the bars. Gabby Galentine, 9.95 career high for the senior from Iron Station, North Carolina, the transfer from Florida.
Gabby is an excellent bar worker. Nice job on that combination. Good work on the half turn, just a little shy of handstand. Not there though, great final handstand. See if she can get the stuck landing. Small little scoot backward, but she has pristine execution and technique on uneven bars.
This is Olivia Karas's pick for Big Ten Freshman of the Year, Ava Volpe, for the freshman from Pearland, Texas, with a career high of 9.85.
Another full twisting Yurchenko here from Ava. Really good work, the smallest little hop backward, but she just knows how to find that landing as best as she can.
They're gonna give her a 9.8. We go back to the floor. Allie Morgan, the senior from Columbus, Ohio, Upper Arlington High School. Career high, 9.85.
Allie has worked so hard getting into this lineup. Oh, stepped out of bounds. That will be a flat 1/10 deduction, unfortunately, on floor exercise.
JC Bohr on the left for Michigan, the sophomore from Fishers, Indiana, 9.925 career high.
Really difficult jump combination there for Allie. Doing a wolf 1.5 twist, a little bit shy of the full twist. The judges will deduct for that. Front lay, front full for Allie Morgan. A little hesitation there on the landing. The judges will deduct for that, but they will not, or should not, deduct for that front toss by JC Bohr. Really solid work. Small bobble from JC. Managed to maintain her composure and not give away too many deductions.
She had her career high against Michigan State with a 9.925.
Just the dismount for JC Bohr. Round off 1.5 twist. And a stuck landing, so good job by JC Bohr of working through that and getting a great second half of that beam routine. The first half was just a little shaky.
Penn State in the 5th spot on the bars. Ava Piedrahita, 9.9 career high, season high.
Gorgeous first handstand from Ava. Amplitude on that Maloney was lovely. A little far on the pack salto. It looked like she was very close to touching the mat on that kip out of the pack. I don't know if she did or not. If she did, she really made it look like she didn't. Half in, half out dismount to a small scoot backward, very, very minimal. Good job holding that landing position. But she's just such a gamer, man. She knows how to make it work.
Elise Karenbauer for Iowa, freshman, 9.8 career high. As you see, Volpe also with a 9.8.
They're full twisting Yurchenko here for Iowa. Oh my gosh, I'm wrong. A 1.5 twist. I saw her do that in warm-up and she drilled it. It looks like they decided at the last minute to do that vault instead, so kudos to her, but unfortunately under-rotated on that landing.
Graduate student Cassidy Rushlow in the anchor spot for Coach Sarah Shire-Brown, 9.975 career high.
Huge amplitude on that opening release move. Directly connected to the shoot over.
Caden Fitzgibbon for Illinois on the floor with a career high of 9.925 for the junior.
Huge dismount there, decent size hop backward for Cassidy Rushlow, but her execution always is on point. And a great opening pass from Caden, her connection pass, front layout to a Rudy.
Carly Ballman for Michigan getting up on the beam with a career high of 9.95 for the junior from Iowa.
Good jumps there from Caden Fitzgibbon.
Carly majoring in biology, health, and society.
rock solid work across the board here. Caden Fitzgibbon with that double pike and Carly Bauman with her series. Good work by both of these athletes. Nice flow on that jump combination for Carly. Such a difficult side summy with straight legs. Really beautiful work. I love that skill.
Last to go for the Hawkeyes, Karina Munoz, career high 9.9 on the vault.
And Karina can find this stick. She's really good at it. They could certainly use that right now on that full twisting Yurchenko, the smallest hop backward, but Karina Munoz is just finding this moment to really minimize the deductions for the Hawks. They need it. They really couldn't find any landings on vault today, but doing her best to stay tight in the body position on the landing. As Carly Bauman, great work on balance beam. Not a perfect stick on the landing, but the work on the beam was well done.
Mia Towns for Illinois, 9.95 career high, 9.925 season high. There's the score for Fitzgibbon of a 9.825. The grad student from the state of Texas, Mia Towns, Illini.
And it is so lovely to have her back on floor exercise. She was not in the lineup earlier on in the season, and having her back is so crucial. Head coach Natalie Walsh says that Mia Towns has total authority over the atmosphere around her and her team. Nice opening pass for Mia, front double twist, good control on that lunge.
Sierra Brooks, the anchor for Bev Plotke and the Michigan Wolverines, 9.975 career high. The senior from Plainfield, Illinois.
I just can't help but smile watching Mia Towns do floor. It is so much fun. Difficult combination there, 1.5 to a front full. She just knows how to absolutely nail that. And speaking of nailing it, nice triple series from Sierra Brooks on balance beam.
You said it. Wow, Mia was rocking out. That was outstanding work on the beam for Michigan.
Two of the best in the Big Ten, side by side right now. It's like Christmas morning.
It really is. Got chills.
Gorgeous work on those leaps from Mia. Perfect position, starting from one place and landing in the same spot, exactly what the judges are looking for. Good job by Sierra Brooks. A little shaky on the front toss, ever so slightly. She had a couple of little bobbles there. Let's see if she can find the landing on the dismount. Back handspring, double twist, and a hop backward. The first half of that routine was pretty deductionless. The second half, just a little shaky for Sierra Brooks. Still should be a good score, but certainly not in the high 9.9s as she's used to.
Up there for Bev Plotke, a living legend, 35 years. So many trophies, stacks them like books on a bookshelf. Speaking of Michigan, they will sit out the fourth rotation, and Michigan, as it ends right now, Gabby Wilson would be your beam queen with a 9.9. Rotation 4, session 2, Big Ten Network. Basketball, legit. Big Ten women's gymnastics, pretty legit. The Michigan State Spartans winning the regular season title last night in session 1. Meanwhile, the Michigan Wolverines, such an amazing history. So Iowa on the vault.
Great work by Iowa on vault. You know, you're seeing some of these 9.8s, not in the 9.9s. However, they have the amplitude, they have the height. They just have to hone in on those landings. But good job. moving through the season, they're going to have to be a little bit tighter on landing deductions.
Penn State on the bars, the 9.85 from Rushlow.
Not to mention that 9.875 from Ava Piedrahita. They were a little slow there in the middle. I actually thought the first routines by Johansson and Johnston were a little underscored in my opinion, but the final two athletes really went lights out over on bars.
Michigan with Sierra Brooks and Carly Ballman. Gabby Wilson, though, right now, that 9.9 is good enough to give her the beam title.
Couldn't agree more. Great job by Gabby Wilson. I will specifically note Reina Gugino. I thought that routine was better than a 9.85. I've seen her do a lot of routines. That one was pretty great, but good job there. A little shaky overall for Michigan on balance beam, but a nice hit rotation for them.
You see Mia Towns with a 9.925 on the floor.
Very well deserved, not to mention the work by Caden Fitzgibbon. I just love her floor work. And Arielle Ward leading things off, coming back this season, being clutch for the Illini on floor exercise. I think we're going to see some 9.9s from her in the future.
So Michigan now has the bye. We know about the amazing history of Bev Plotke. 35 years. It looks like she could go another 35. How is she when they've got to sit out and they go into the bullpen? How does she coach the Michigan Wolverines?
From what I experienced, she just lets the athletes do what they need to do. And clearly it's worked for her in the past with this incredible resume of excellence from Bev Plotke. You see those 27 Big Ten championships. I think one of the things I love the most about Bev is while she, of course, is proud of the success of her program in winning records, she's also just proud of the alumni base, and it's been incredible to experience that at the alumni meet this year.
Bev needs to write a book. Speaking of that, the Big Ten Conference is thrilled to announce the return of Big Impact Reading Week for the third consecutive year. This initiative is dedicated to empower student athletes by encouraging them to make a positive impact through reading books to youth. And we believe there are some books here at Rec Hall as well. Young and old, folks loving session 2 here of Big Ten Women's Gymnastics right here on the Big Ten Network. Rotation 4 of 5. We'll start on beam and floor on the 2-box. Penn State 13th in the country on the beam. Maryland not too shabby on the floor, 21st in the country. There's Brett Nelligan, replaced his dad as the top man for Maryland, now in his 15th year. And there's Sarah Shire Brown with a final huddle before Ava Piedrahita will be the leadoff for Penn State. She's got a career high of 9.875.
Talking to Sarah Shire Brown this year, she says this beam team just loves the pressure. They love competing under pressure. They're a clean beam team, and they really fight for every 10th while they're on the balance beam. That's all you could ever ask for in a beam team.
Taylor Reck will be on the floor for Maryland with that career high of 9.875. She's a sophomore from Milton, Georgia. Sarah keeping the high heels on, by the way.
Respect. You know how hard it is to walk in heels on a mat? Highly don't recommend.
Illinois, the leadoff on the vault for Natalie Walsh, Mia Takakawa.
Mia has competed all around in her career numerous times, holding the program record at Illinois. Nice to see her in the vault lineup today. Competing at Yurchenko full. Well done, Mia Takakawa. Full twisting Yurchenko, stuck landing. And speaking of stuck landings, there's a stuck back handspring layout step out from Ava Piedrahita on balance beam. Nice side aerial. Great pace of this routine, moving through it. A lot of consistent movements. Nice job on that difficult switch half jump. And this is exactly what you want in a leadoff performer on balance beam, someone you know is just rock solid across the board in their energy and their performance. And with a stuck landing, that will most certainly help matters. That is a brilliant leadoff performance by the great Eva Piedrahita.
Meanwhile, Mia Takakawa tied her season high with a 9.85. Marissa Rojas with a 9.825 career high. First to go for Iowa on the bars. They're 30th in the country on the bars.
Big release move there from Marissa. Oh no. An aggressive on that handstand, but just cast it over. It's an aggressive mistake, which early in the season is good to do, as it means the athlete is not nervous and going shy on the handstand. But at this point in the season, you really need to be mindful of those types of mistakes.
Olivia, you said, oh no, before she even fell. What did you see?
I could see that her body was completely over. She wasn't on top of the bar. Her shoulders were over the position they needed to be, and it is very, very difficult to come back from that. Good job bringing it back with that bail handstand. Nice handstand on the high bar. That's exactly what they wanted in a half-in, half-out dismount to a stuck landing, but an unfortunate, and that's a tough fall to have, as you really were doing your all and trying to hit that handstand, and unfortunately it was just a little too much juice. Nice final pass there from Taylor on floor, 1.5 to a front layout.
Aaliyah Byrne, second to go on the vault for Illinois, career high 9.8.
Another full twisting Yurchenko here. Let's see if she can catch the stick bug. Pretty dang close. I don't know if that was a perfect stick. She did rebound a little bit on the landing, but a very minimal deduction. That is back-to-back good work on vault for the Illini.
Second up, Ashley Mall on the beam for Penn State, the freshman from Spring, Texas, 9.775, her career high.
9.8 from Piedrahita, in my opinion, is low. I don't know if the judges saw something we didn't, but I thought that routine was much better than that. Nice back handspring layout, step out from Ashley. Good full turn, a requirement on balance beam.
Being the last rotation for Penn State, they will be done and waiting.
Solid front aerial there from Ashley Mall.
Ella Castellanos for Iowa on the bars.
Oh no. Just couldn't get her hands over the bar on that Maloney release move. That's unfortunately back-to-back falls for the Hawkeyes on bars, which means they will be counting a fall. That is a bummer. Finishing up here on balance beam for Ashley. Really good job holding on to that landing. It was a stuck landing. She put her heels together, holding for that 1 second for that requirement, but good job. Wow, back-to-back great routines on beam.
Power in the legs of Ashley Mall to hold it. Here's Samantha Gilbert, the senior, with a 9.775 career high. She's on the floor for Maryland.
Ella finishing up this uneven bars routine. After you have a fall like that, you have to continue the routine. Arguably even more difficult than, oh no, doing the routine and just couldn't get her feet on the bar to complete that skill. That was a nice first pass there from Sam Gilbert, front through to a double tuck, a little bit under rotated. It looks like she lunged forward. And nice to see her in the floor lineup.
Tell Ella not making eye contact with anybody. Feel bad for her.
It is very difficult to break your rhythm on bars, not to mention continuing through the routine. She's going to start from the high bar, as she did touch the bar on the first fall, which means she will get credit for the skill. She unfortunately just will accrue the 5/10 deduction. Good job with that bail handstand, bringing things back as Sam Gilbert, nice work on the front layout to front full. Good controlled lunge out of that. The stuck dismount, oh, a little bit of a hop there, second guessing that. That is a really tough routine to do for Ella. having 2 falls, having to get back up. Bars is really tiring, and so having to complete that routine is tough, but kudos to her.
Kalia McElligott, the freshman, 9'9" already on the beam. I'm sensing a big-time career for this young lady.
I couldn't agree more. I think she's, the last couple weeks, has really figured it out. As a freshman, you know, you're allowed to have those days where you're, and weeks, not to mention that you're figuring things out, and that triple series so well done by Kalia.
Rutu Nataraj, ready for Illinois on the vault, career high 9'9".
A little off on that jump there from Kalia. Let's see what Rutu can put together here. A little bit of a scooch to the left, nothing major. She keeps nice position on the mat. Nice job.
Maryland's Rhea LeBlanc with a 9.85 career high on the floor for Maryland.
Hop forward there from Kalia. A little shaky there after the great series, but stays on the balance beam. Hopefully next athletes in that lineup will go lights out and they could potentially drop that score.
Ilka Juk, the junior, with a 9.875 career high, needs a massive score for the Hawkeyes.
Beautiful combination on uneven bars and on floor exercise for these 2 athletes. Ilka's lines are just stunning. Beautiful job working through that handstand. Let's see if she can find the stuck landing here. Hop backward on the dismount, but really all the Hawks needed in that moment was a hit routine, and leave it to Ilka Juk to be the one to do that for them.
Fourth vault for Illinois, Mia Towns. Takakawa with a 9.85, Byrne with a 9.875, Rutu 9.825. Here comes Towns.
See if Mia can find this stuck landing, just doing the full right now. And good job, she was really holding on to that landing, had to bend forward with her chest just a little bit, so the judges will deduct for that, but it's so nice having her back in the vault lineup.
On the left, Amani Herring on the beam for Penn State, the sophomore from New Jersey, 9.95 career high. Abby Miller, 5th up for Illinois on the vault. Abby Miller, career high 9.875.
Great series there for Amani as Abby Miller stuck this vault last week. Let's see if she can do it again. Small little scoot backward, but they are playing the minimized deduction game, and I like that.
Illinois, Byrne with a career high on the vault of 9.875, and Ward with a career high with a 9.9.
Nice job. Beautiful jumps by Amani, a beat jump into a straddle 3/4, landing sideways on the balance beam. Just the dismount, front tuck full to a stuck landing. Nice job, Amani Herring. Good work.
High fives for Herring. McElligott, by the way, with a 9.7.
Eva Volpe on bars here. Looking good so far in this routine. Really clean in her execution. Nice handstand.
Meanwhile, it's Madeline Komorowski on the floor for Maryland with a career high of 9.925.
Small little hop forward there by Eva Volpe, but again, they're bringing it back after those 2 falls early on in the lineup. So kudos to the freshman going up there and hitting, doing a really nice job.
Last to vault, Ariel Ward with a career high of 9.875 for the sophomore from Frisco, Texas. She's going to set a career high here.
Big vault from Ariel. Yurchenko 1.5 there. Sol 10-0 start value, holding that landing at the end, and she is just so crucial to this team. I love seeing her back on the competition floor, and great job with that 9.9, well deserved.
Her best score ever, Olivia.
Maddie Komorowski on floor, so elegant with that first pass of Rudy, making it look so easy.
Bella Salcedo, a junior from Arlington, 9.95 career high on the beam. She's on the right of your Big Ten Network screen.
Keep your eyes out for her facial expression. She does the same thing on beam that she does on floor, just so expressive in everything she does, all of her dance. Incredibly difficult standing front tuck.
Fifth up on the bars for Iowa, Gianna Masella, 9.875 career high. She's from Florida.
Nice amplitude on that opening release move by Gianna. Good bail handstand. Gorgeous jump combination there from Bella Salcedo. This routine is flawless so far. And a small hop back from Gianna. And a absolutely clutch routine there from Bella Salcedo. She has a career high 9.95. Beam judges have been a little tight the last couple days, unanimously. It hasn't been for one team and the other not, so perhaps it won't get that big mark, but it was beautiful.
Natalie Martin, a freshman from Westerville, Ohio, already with a 9.9. You see Brett Nelligan, he has already seen Taylor Reck with a new career high. She had a 9.875 on the floor to lead off. Let's see what Martin can do in the anchor spot.
We'll see Natalie Martin after Alexa Rothenbuescher. She's in the 5th spot here for Maryland. Has had a breakout season on floor exercise, really been on fire. Numerous 9.9 routines, a 9.95 career high.
Alexa, a senior from Fairfax, Virginia, number 19 in the country. Still waiting for Maddie's score. We'll two-box this with Maddie Johnston, the anchor on the beam for Penn State. 9.9 career high for the senior for the Nittany Lions.
Maddie is one of those athletes that you just want in your anchor spot. She can compete with pressure. She can compete when there's been 5 great hits. She just does the same thing, which is exactly what you want in a balance beam worker. Difficult opening pass there from Alexa. A whip to a double tuck. Lots of energy in this floor routine. Good save by Maddie. Could have reacted a little bit more to that, and she didn't. She just stayed really tight in her body. Just had an ever so slight lean.
This is team 60 for Penn State, their 60th season.
Just the dismount here for Maddie Johnston. Round off 1.5 twist. Little bit of a shuffle backwards, so likely won't be that 9.9 score we've seen from her in the past, but still performing very well, minimizing the deductions as much as possible. That's the name of the game here. Final pass for Alexa, big double pipe. Nice job on that landing. Little flexed feet in the skill of being really picky. That's one of the deductions we pointed out earlier. The judges are looking for that in the execution, but fun routine in the 5th spot.
Karina Munoz, last to go on the bars for Iowa. 9.9 career high, season high, 9.875.
Karina knows how to get the job done here. Switch grip, really difficult into the pike Jaeger. Nice amplitude on that skill. Beautiful rise into the handstand position by Pac Salto. Finishing right there in handstand, a little bit shy, but gymnasts are allowed to be in that 10-degree margin. Good work. And difficult here, clear hip into a double layout. Money Munoz.
Smoke.
Nice job. She knows it too. Oh yeah. We're screaming with you, sister. Nice job. In the anchor spot, a bummer that they had those early falls in the lineup as we'll eat it up, Munoz. We'll eat it up, we promise.
She always knows where the camera is. Well done by Munoz. Natalie Martin, a freshman from Westerville, Ohio. 9.9 career high. You see Alexa with the 9.925.
9.95 from Komorowski, very well deserved.
That's a new career high for her.
Setting Natalie up for a big score here, and she has some big tumbling. Let's see if she can find these landings and really maximize on the opportunity here. Opening pass, full twisting, double tuck. Oh, kept her chest down, couldn't quite get the perfect landing. Judges will deduct for the under rotation as well as that bounce there.
Meanwhile, Illinois with a 49.3 on the vault. That's a season high and their 6th highest score in team history.
Second pass here, round off, 1.5 to a front layout, little hop forward. It's mentioned before, the athletes are allowed to do a lunge out of the pass if controlled for 0 deduction. Switch half to a wolf full, a little shy of a full 360 on that wolf full. The judges are taking note of that. Final pass here from Natalie. She finishes it off with a big double tuck. Best landing of all 3. Good work there. That is a controlled lunge. And still getting some reps under her belt. She is a freshman, but lots of potential here for Natalie Martin.
Solid response for Maryland after really a rough start in the first 2 rotations for the Terps. A team that Brett Nelligan is really proud of. Penn State's day is done. So we'll get you there's Michigan waiting in the bullpen. They'll be back for the final rotation. The showstopper that is Karina Munoz, only a sophomore for the Hawkeyes. Look in the camera and we'll eat it up. Tomorrow, don't miss a pair of hoops matchups at noon Eastern. The Terps square off with the Scarlet Knights. Then at 6:30, the Huskers host the Gophers. It's all presented by Jeep, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Session 2 for the Big Fives. Illinois on the vault with that 9-9, new career high for Ward.
I am so impressed by Illinois on vault. Great vaults, minimizing deductions on the landings. If they can keep that up, that'll be big for them.
Munoz with the 9.95 in the anchor for Iowa.
So well deserved. I'm so bummed about those early falls from Rojas and Castellanos, but Masella and Munoz there, that's money.
Michigan now needs a 49.375 to tie Penn State after their beam score.
And Michigan definitely can do that. However, they have to stay in the moment. But balance beam work here by Penn State was great. I do still stand by my thoughts that there was a little underscored there from Pietrahita specifically. I don't know if I missed something, but thought that was very nice.
Mad props to Brett Nelligan and Maryland. A season high on the floor. 49.425 after 2 tough rotations to start.
They're a great floor team. Specifically, kudos to Maddie Komorowski. So elegant on the event. You wouldn't think of her as being an incredible floor worker just with her more flexible style. But wow, great job on the event. And Rothenbuescher too. She has just been incredible.
I tell you what, Brett Nelligan said, enjoy every moment, compete with gratitude. That's exactly what they did after going to their break. Around the corner, it'll be the Big Ten Championships in East Lansing, where Mike Rose, Michigan State Spartans went 9-0. Session 1, 6 teams at noon from East Lansing. Session 2, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Olivia Karras, I cannot wait.
Oh, I'm excited. Get ready, because I think we say this every year, and I feel like, you know, everyone's like, well, you always say it's going to be a great meet. No, this is going to be incredible. I think we're really seeing that in these last 2 competitions, that these teams are starting to put meets together. If they can all hit on the same day, we are in for a wild ride.
Of course, Olivia, getting into that evening session is always huge. There's a bigger crowd, there's more excitement, which naturally leads to perhaps higher scores. That's where you want to be.
Absolutely. And, you know, we could talk scores all day, and don't even get me started, as many of you listening probably agree with me. It's not even a conversation worth having at this point. But I do think being in the evening session, there's just something championshipy about it. You know, you have those 4 teams going, there's no buys, so it feels like it will in postseason. Everything's moving really quickly, and those are the teams that have the best record in the Big Ten, so those are the teams that are really bringing some of those big scores, and I'm excited about seeing who those teams are going to be this year, but you can't count out the 6 teams in the afternoon. Truly, it is anyone's game come the 23rd.
So Michigan needs a 49.425 to pass Penn State. They are 6th in the nation on the floor, and that's where they'll end. Carly Ballman with a 9.925 career high, the leadoff for the Wolverines.
Carly has really had quite a senior season so far, coming back from that Achilles tear. I think she's stronger athlete. I mean, you saw her on vault today. Haven't seen her vault her whole career, so talk about really turning it up in your senior season, not to mention after an injury. That's major drops. Nice work on that front double twist. Good lunge out of it.
Ava Volpe, the freshman from Texas, last minute instructions before she gets up on the beam for Iowa. Her career high is a 9.85.
Beautiful jumps there for Carly Bauman. Ava Volpe being in this leadoff position on beam. I feel like I say it every rotation, how crucial it is that you have a leadoff performer on balance beam that you really trust. And I love that Ava, as a freshman, is in this position. Great final pass there from Carly Bauman on floor. Nice job. Back handspring layout, step out. A little bit of a balance check there, but does a good job of finding her center of gravity and continuing to move through the routine. Good switch leap, straddle quarter. Beautiful position in the straddle. Judges are looking for a bit more of a split position. Needs to get that back leg up in the leap.
Abby Miller will get things started for Illinois on the bars. They're 15th in the country. Miller's career high is a 9.85.
Solid front aerial there from Ava Volpe. Nice Jaeger release move from Abby. A little messiness in the legs in the catch, but nothing messy at all there from Ava Volpe. Stuck landing, just that one little balance check. That's how you start a beam rotation off the last event of the day. Double layout from Abby. I saw the smallest movement with her right foot, but again, starting it off so strong.
Taylor Reck, Maryland.
Big for twisting Yurchenko. Stop landing! Taylor Reck is on fire today. Finding these landings, really clutch for the Terps.
We'll give Taylor Reck a 9.75. A little bit below her career high of a 9.875. Destiny Denning, the freshman from Las Vegas, career high 9.9.
Head coach Natalie Walsh says Destiny Denning has ice in her veins.
I feel like this Illinois team has ice in their veins.
I couldn't agree more. I think there's something cooking over in Champaign. Nice connection there. A little short on that last handstand. See if she can find the stuck landing. Small little movement. I couldn't even tell if it was foot movement or body movement, but really good work by the freshman.
Jenna Mulligan, the junior, with a 9.925 career high. Olivia Weir, the senior from Garnet Valley, PA, with a 9.85 career high.
Opening pass from Jenna Mulligan, front through to double tuck, slid her front foot a little bit on that landing. And a big vault from Olivia, just that under rotation, saw that step forward. See those lines on the vault mat. There is no deduction for stepping out of those lines. They are simply there for the judges to see direction on the vault.
Alexa Ebling with the career high of 9.875, the junior from the state of Iowa.
Alexa has lovely lines on balance beam. Handspring layout, step out. Loose in her back knee on that, a good job. And a double pike there from Jenna Mulligan. Again, looked like the front foot just slid back a little bit on the lunge, so both tumbling passes will garner a very small deduction, but a good hit routine. Solid side aerial from Alexa on beam, looking really confident up there.
Illinois, third spot, Amelia Knight with a 9.95 career high for the senior from the UK.
Nice leap connection from Alexa. I'm really impressed with her balance beam work so far.
Natalie Walsh telling us, we're going to burn the boats. There's no way back, so keep moving forward as a team, unaffected by any distractions along the way.
Good routine from Alexa. Just that hop on the landing, but otherwise excellent. But no hops on the landing there on bars from Amelia Knight. She has those long lines that just produces beautiful bar work.
Josephine Kogler, saw Ware with the 9.775, 9.875 career high for Kogler.
She stuck this last week. Let's see if she can repeat. Small little shuffle, but really figuring out the groove of that vault. It's big for the Terps.
Reina Gugino, 9.925 career high. You see Mulligan follows up Ballman, a couple of 9.875s.
Opening pass here from Reina. Love this pass. She completes a front layout step out into a double pike. Good control on that landing.
Ward starting on the bars for Illinois.
Good first handstand from Ariel. Nice Jaeger release move. Right into that perfect handstand position on the high bar. She has great tempo in this routine, really patient. Just shy of handstand there on the last handstand. And a step on the landing, but massive amplitude on that dismount. And a great overall day for Ariel Ward.
Take a look at this pass here from Reina.
Great job by Reina Gugino. Front layout to a Rudy, two controlled landings on these tumbling passes.
Rhea LeBlanc next to go on the vault for Maryland.
Another full twisting Yurchenko here from Rhea. Pretty big hop back there, unfortunately. Terps just needing to settle down a little bit. I think starting on bars and having a couple falls there was just a little uncharacteristic for them and riled them.
Go back to Ilka Juk, 9.975 career high. That was when she was at Long Island University.
Stunning triple series there, back handspring layout. She is the epitome of a balance beam worker. Everything she does is so intentional. The routine flow is incredible.
Mia Takakawa in the 5th spot for Illinois on the bars. By the way, the Illini 15th in the nation on the bars. Mia with a career high of 9.95.
First handstand from Mia as Ilka gets ready for her dismount. Excuse me, I forgot about the beautiful full twisting back handspring. I simply cannot express how difficult that is. So hard and unbelievably rare and done to perfection. Speaking of done to perfection, oh, do you do that in your sleep? Double layout from Mia Takakawa and a stuck landing from Ilka Juk. Side by side, Big Ten excellence. Bravo, ladies.
Speaking of bravo, 5th in the nation on the floor, the uber-talented Sierra Brooks.
You know, Dean, you said earlier that Gabby Wilson should be the president. I think Sierra should be the president. I'll take Gabby as the VP, though.
That works for me.
Opening pass for Sierra Brooks. Huge full out, controlled landing there. Nothing more to say, but dang.
Natalie Martin, the freshman, with a 9.875 career high.
Here's the first look at a 10-0 start value vault for the Terps. Yurchenko 1.5, small little hop. You see how she hopped and landed on the line, but that is not a deduction, just to help the judges.
Career high 9.9 for Natalie Martin.
Finally, I've been waiting for that one.
Well done. Meanwhile, as we watch Michigan back on the floor, Reina Gugino had a career high. Oh, check out Aubrey Nick mounting the beam. That was beautiful.
Beautiful mount there from Aubrey as we see the final pass from Sierra. Stuck, front through to double tuck. I'd vote for her. Lovely front aerial back handspring from Aubrey Nick. She wasn't in the lineup earlier on in the season, but love seeing her back in the beam lineup. She's a personal favorite beam worker of mine.
Sierra Brooks with a 9.975.
So the judges want to root for her too. They'll certainly elect her. Round off 1.5, small hop forward from Aubrey Nick, but what a pleasure having her back in this lineup.
Leiden Saltness, the freshman from Stillwater, Minnesota, last to go on the bars for the Illini.
Stunning opening combination, that ray into a huge pack salto. You see why she's in this anchor spot.
Alexa Rothenbuscher up for Maryland.
Huge bar routine from Leiden. Stuck double tuck and a really unique vault there from Alexa. A Sukahara full twist. That step on the landing, unbelievably difficult vault. It's a 10-0 start value vault, so 2 10-0 start values at the end of this Maryland lineup. But that bar routine from Leiden was impeccable. Nice job.
We saw Brett Nelligan right in the middle. Good job getting his team to respond. Illinois also putting up a big score as we see Gabby Wilson, the senior from Ypsilanti, who has thrown up a 10 on the floor.
This routine is incredible. I just love this routine. I think she can sell it. Clearly loves the dance.
Bev Plotke told us this is where Michigan really shines, and even after losing Naomi Morrison, they have rallied and they are strong on the floor.
Straddle position on those leaps from Gabby Wilson is beyond 180 degrees. So good. Final pass for Gabby Wilson. Combination pass. Beautiful work. Marissa Rojas, after that aggressive mistake on uneven bars, looking for redemption on balance beam.
She's a junior from Canton, Michigan, with a career high of 9.925, Rojas.
Triple series here, 2 back handsprings into a layout step out. Nice job finding that perfect lunge position. Great job. 2 switch leaps into a split jump. The rhythm of this routine is great. The dance is really complementing all of the difficult acrobatic and dance elements.
Last to go for Michigan, Paige Thaxton. First time on the floor, the freshman from the state of Michigan.
And a massive stuck landing there from Marissa Rojas. Redemption City for Marissa. Well done. Nice job, front through to a double tuck there for Paige Thaxton. As we see a big score come in for Gabby Wilson, a 9.95. So the Michigan Wolverines have 5 hit scores. This is a great opportunity for Paige to come into the lineup with no pressure, to just go out there and get some experience in the actual lineup, not in an exhibition spot.
Check out Michigan. They're already at a 197.5. Michigan State won the regular season in yesterday's first Big Five session with a 197.275. Michigan already on top of that.
Like I said, Big Ten championships will be interesting. Final pass here for Paige, a double pike, a really good routine for her first routine in the lineup. Definitely over-rotated on that last pass. It was not a zero deduction lunge, but if I'm Paige Thaxton and I'm the Michigan Wolverines staff, I am very pleased with that work.
Karina Munoz, 9.925 career high.
Difficult opening pass there. Switch leap into the switch half. Already great numbers on balance beam here for the Hawks. It would be nice to drop that 9.775, and Money Munoz is the one to do it. Her series back handspring layout, step out. Nice job, perfect position, gorgeous execution, straight legs, pointed toes in the series. And just the dismount here. Back handspring to a gainer full, huge amplitude and a stuck landing. She's not called Money Munoz for nothing. Team chanting 10, I could see it. I think she is a very underrated balance beam worker in the Big Ten and truly in the NCAA.
We'll be back to wrap it up where the Michigan Wolverines take session 2 of the Big Fives in impressive fashion. They are big time on the floor, 6th in the country, and Illinois making a run. We'll close it out when we return on the Big Ten Network. Coming up, Big Ten hockey with more maize and blue as Michigan hosts Notre Dame in Game 2 of this series. That's next only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. And the Maize fans loving their performance from Michigan with a 197.5. As you take a look at the results, Illinois with a 196.85 coming on strong. Penn State 196.775, Iowa 196.225, and Maryland, yes, 195.1, but they did respond after 2 tough rotations. And
kudos to Leiden Saltness for that 9.975 bar routine. I mean, that was quite an exclamation point for Illinois.
So here we go. Michigan State, Michigan, Ohio State, and Minnesota will be in the evening session, session 2. For the championships, it'll be Nebraska, Illinois, Penn State, Iowa, Maryland, and Rutgers in session 1. I can't wait for that in East Lansing. I want to thank all of you for being with us. That's going to wrap it up from Penn State where Michigan wins it. Coming up, it's Big Ten hockey with Ben Hoden and Fred Pletch. For Olivia Karras, I'm Dean Linke. So long from State College.